When people think about branding, the first things that they think about are things like your logo, your company name, and so on. But that's not what your brand is. All those things play a part, but they're not what your brand is. Your brand is what those things represent. In today's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we're going to dive deeper into the branding essentials you need to know for your membership business.
You're listening to the Membership Guys podcast, bringing you proven, practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now, here's your host, Mike Morrison.
Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 284 of the Membership Guys podcast. I am your host, Mike Morrison, one half of the Membership Guys, along with my partner, Callie Willows. And today we're talking all about branding. The branding essentials you need to know for your membership business. Before we get into that, I just want to thank you for hanging out with me today, for taking a part of your day to listen to the show. If you just discovered us, you're new to the podcast, make sure that you hit the subscribe button in your podcast app. That's going to ensure that you do not miss a single weekly dose of proven practical tips and advice for growing your membership business. We've been doing this for over 5 years now, each and every week. So you're not going to want to miss a single weekly episode. If you are a subscriber already, you've been with us for a while, thank you, as always, for your continued support, for your continued listenership. If you have a few minutes free in your day, whether you need to hit pause now or whether you come back to it later today, it would mean the world to me if you could take a little bit of time to leave us a nice, shiny 5-star review. I'm assuming it would be 5 stars, right? A nice review, just letting me know how the podcast has helped you. If you can take the time to do that, I would so appreciate it. Not only does it help me to know that we're doing right by you, it also helps us to reach more people, to help more people leverage the membership model to unlock freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment within their lives. And that is what we are all about. So let's talk about branding. As I said in the intro, when people think about branding, they think about logos, they think about company names, they think about your color scheme and all that sort of stuff, but that isn't what your brand is. Your brand is not your logo. Your brand's not a fancy tagline. Your brand isn't your web design, your domain name, or anything like that. They play a part, but they are not your brand. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, probably said it best when he said that your brand is what people say when you're not in the room. Such a great way to put it, because your brand consists of the memories, the emotions, the experiences, the knowledge, the assumptions, what someone has heard, what someone knows, what someone thinks, all that stuff. All those things that people associate with your business. So when someone sees your logo or they hear your name, what do they feel? What do they know? What do they think? What do they remember? Whatever the answers to all those questions are, that's what your brand is. And that can be scary to some people because that's not something that you can control. You don't get to control what people say when you're not in the room. That's why that part of the quote is so effective. When you're not in the room, when you're not in control, when they're not trying to conform, what do people really feel? What do people really associate with you? So you can't control it, but a strong branding strategy can certainly help you to shape and to influence what people say, to shape and to influence how they feel about your business, what associations they have, what they know, what their experiences, what their assumptions, what their memories and knowledge relating to your business are. And a good branding strategy focuses on 3 core areas. I call these the 3 Ps of branding: your brand principles, your brand positioning, and your brand packaging. So starting up with your brand principles. Your brand principles are comprised of 4 key elements: your purpose, your mission, your vision, and your values. So your purpose is the why. Why do you exist? What change are you hoping to see in the world? What core belief justifies your existence, motivates you to do what you do? So for us, we believe that success comes from living a life of your own design and that your business should support that life, not the other way around. So that's our why. Anyone who's read the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek will know that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that purpose informs everything that we do. It's our reason to exist. It's our why. So that's your purpose. The vision is the what. What are you trying to achieve? What do you want to accomplish 5 years from now? What will your business look like? That vision for your business, that long-term goal, should be totally aligned with your purpose. So the purpose is the why, the vision is the what, the mission is the how. What does your business do? And how does it function in a way that will help you to achieve your vision? So for us, our mission is to be the number one resource for proven practical training and support on growing a successful membership business. That means our podcast. That means Membership Academy. That means running events and all that sort of stuff. It's our mission. It's the how. It's what we do that actually will help us to achieve our vision. A vision that is aligned with our purpose. It fulfills our purpose. So you've got the why, you've got the what, you've got the how. Finally, you have your values. The way you do things. What beliefs and principles inform the way you do business, the way you operate, the way you tackle your day? What do you stand for? Who do you stand for? What do you stand against? What are your core beliefs, principles, values that inform everything about the way that you operate, about the reason behind your why, about the type of people you want working for you, about the way in which you prioritize what you do in your business? So those are the 4 key aspects of your brand principles: your purpose, your mission, your vision, and your values. Getting clear on those will inform everything else you do. This is the heart of what your business and what your brand is all about. The second P is positioning, brand positioning. So the first element of that is identifying in what way your business is different from others in the market. So maybe you focus on a specific niche, maybe you have a unique process, or you use a business model that goes against the norm within your industry. Something that makes you different, something that makes you stand out from the pack. And some of that ability to stand out can come from your brand personality. Again, that's part of your positioning. What sort of personality traits does your brand have? If your brand was a person, what type of person would they be? Would they be friendly and informal? Or would they be professional and traditional? Would they be young and trendy? Literally imagine your brand as a person and think about what its personality would be like, what it would be like to hang out with them, what it would do, what it would be into, how it would talk, how it would sound. This voice will inform things like the language you use in your communication, like the angles you use in your marketing, even the type of images that you might choose within your promotional material. And the final big part of your positioning is your value proposition. So what problem do you solve? What goal do you help people to achieve? What positive outcome will someone get if they join your membership? What is that worth? Here at the Membership Guys, we always talk about how everyone, whether they run a membership or not, is in the business of solving problems. And this is the crux of your value proposition and a big, big part of your brand strategy. As we always say, memberships are a value exchange. You want people to pay you on an ongoing basis. You need to deliver value on an ongoing basis. So you need to nail down your value proposition, what that value is that you provide, because it's a significant part of your brand positioning. So that's the second P of branding, positioning. And then the final P of our 3 Ps is your packaging. So this is all the stuff we talked about at the beginning that most people think about when you mention branding. Your name, your logo, your website address, tagline, the colors, the fonts, the images that you choose. All of this stuff essentially acts as shorthand for the other stuff, the true essence of your brand. If your packaging is aligned with all the things we've already mentioned, your brand principles, your brand positioning, then when people see your logo, when they hear your name, it'll trigger those associations with your brand personality, with the things that make you different from the others, with your core values and so on. So those are the 3 Ps of an effective brand strategy: principles, positioning, and packaging. If you can nail these down and make sure that they are in full alignment, that your brand personality actually reflects your values, that it makes sense in the context of your overall vision, mission, and purpose, and all of that stuff, that the way you behave is congruous to what it is that drives you, then you can ensure that what people say about you when you're not in the room is nothing but good stuff. And if you want to really nail all of this and develop a truly effective brand strategy, then we recently released a course inside Membership Academy that will help you to do just that. Our new branding course dives deeper into everything that we've touched on in this episode and helps you to actually flesh out that brand strategy across all of those 3 Ps in a very, very practical way. We'll help you to figure out what your purpose, vision, mission, and values are. Not every business know what these are, so we got some great simple exercises that will help you get to the root of all those key elements. We'll help you to really zero in on your brand personality and show you how to align that with your marketing, how your personality type affects the language you choose, how you can be consistent with your tone of voice and all that stuff. We'll even help you to figure out the name of your membership and provide practical tips on your logo and other aspects of your brand packaging too, ultimately culminating in helping you to create things like your own brand Bible that you can use to ensure that everything you do in your business is on brand and that your brand hits the right mark with your audience. And we've got a whole bunch of real world examples, practical exercises, and really valuable resources that will help you to implement your strategy with ease and take your brand and your business to another level. So this course is available to all members of Membership Academy as part of your Academy subscription. There's nothing extra to pay. There's no upsells involved. So if you're an Academy member, go and check that out now. If not, then this is another great reason to join the Academy. If you head to membershipacademy.com right now and subscribe, then you'll be able to take this course straight away and really get your brand strategy nailed. Because having an effective brand strategy that's fully fleshed out and that you know exactly how to implement it and ensure that it's consistently applied throughout your business is a massive, massive part of truly leveling up your membership. All right, that is it from me for this week. Hopefully this has been useful to you. Hopefully it's given you a bit more insight into what branding is, what it isn't. And even if you aren't an Academy member, maybe the timing isn't right for you to join the Academy right now, then I do hope that by following those 3 Ps, by nailing down your brand principles, thinking about what your purpose, vision, mission, and values are, nailing your brand positioning, your personality. What would your brand be? What would your business be if it was a person? What would their personality be? And is that being reflected in the way in which you write your emails, post on social media, and all that sort of stuff? And then finally, your packaging, making sure your logo, name, color scheme, all of that is on point and that it makes sense in the context of your principles, of your brand personality, and all that sort of stuff. Even just from what we've covered in today's episode, if you apply that to your business, it's really going to help kick things to a new gear. So I'd love to hear what you thought of today's show. Give me a shout on social media. Hit me up on Twitter @MembershipGuys. On Instagram, it's @MembershipGuy, singular, no Cali allowed, @MembershipGuy on Instagram. Or if you're in our Facebook group, then I'd love to hear from you in there. Our Facebook group's got over 17,000 membership owners. So if you're not part of it, search for Membership Mastermind in your Facebook app or just type in Talk Memberships. That's Talk Memberships, TALK. I know I've got a funny accent. Talkmemberships.com into your browser, and that will magically redirect you to the group. Hop in there and let me know your thoughts on today's episode and how you are applying the fundamental 3 Ps of branding to your business. I love to hear from you. That's it from me. I'll be back again next week with another fantastic episode of the Membership Guys podcast.